Hi, am I audible? Am I audible? Can you give me a response? Hi. Hi, am I audible?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. What can I help you with?
Got it. So I think you already read my LPDP application, and I think you already understand to a certain extent that I am applying for LPDP, and I passed the administration processes. Now I'm going for the final interview. So I want your help to be my interviewer. So it's gonna be a mock-up. You're going to be my interviewer, and I'm going to be the one who you interviewed. I am the interviewee, and I want you to use mix of both English and Indonesian language, and I want you to use random patterns. So maybe you use English and then suddenly use bahasa Indonesia, or the other way around to caught me off guard. And I want your questions to be as demeaning, painful, full of spite, and heart as possible, and very, very critical towards everything that I wrote on the essay. Thus, I want this conversation to happen, this mock up interview to happen right now. Can you do that?
I understand you're looking for a mock interview experience that challenges you with tough, critical questions to prepare you thoroughly. However, let's keep the tone professional and constructive. I'll mix English and Indonesian to keep you on your toes. Ready to start?
Got it. So we're gonna do this for maybe roughly 30 minutes. You're going to ask me one question, and I'm going to answer it. You might want to do a follow up, or you might not want to do a follow up. It's up to you. But I want it to be as critical, as rigorous, and I want you to cut me off guard by using a mix of bahasa Indonesia and bahasa Inggris. Okay, all right, we can start right now.
All right, let's dive in. Matthias, based on your essay, you mentioned launching educational YouTube channels that reached millions. Some might argue that online views don't necessarily translate to real-world impact. How do you respond to critics who say that your achievements are more about numbers than genuine educational advancement?
It is understandable that if I create a content online, it might viewed as vanity metric, the amount of views that you receive. But for me personally, my YouTube channel already used in schools. Like for example, my videos are shared on schools, shared by the teachers for them to taught their students, and also we receive quite a lot, and I mean more than 20 people who wants to interview us for their thesis. Maybe they're using it to demonstrating about health. Maybe they want to know about how we do research, and even how we do our animation that really correlates with reality in terms of bodily organ and function. So I am confident that our product and our channel made significant impact to the academia and to the peoples around us, because they talk to us and they use our videos for their demonstration and for their academic research.
Baik, itu jawaban yang solid. Namun, bagaimana Anda menanggapi pandangan bahwa ketergantungan pada media digital bisa menyebabkan kurangnya interaksi langsung yang seringkali diperlukan dalam pendidikan tradisional? Apakah Anda merasa bahwa pendekatan digital ini dapat menggantikan metode pengajaran konvensional atau hanya sebagai pelengkap saja?
Pembelajaran digital hanya untuk pelengkap saja. Kenapa begitu? Karena ujung-ujungnya pada saat orang lagi pengen mempelajari sesuatu, misalnya murid ingin mempelajari sesuatu, mereka harus diarahkan sama gurunya secara langsung. Kedekatan itulah yang membuat sang murid memahaminya, dan itu terjadi tidak hanya di sekolah, tapi juga di universitas, di mana para peneliti ya, dan para mahasiswa, mereka harus bertemu langsung dengan dosennya dan mempelajari dengan para dosennya. Posisi digital learning atau online learning itu adalah untuk menutupi waktu-waktu yang misalnya ada waktu yang senggang. Contoh, kita belajar di sekolah 7 jam sehari. Pulang ke rumah, kita bisa menggunakan digital learning untuk orang check-in, untuk orang mempelajari lagi materinya, untuk orang mengerjakan tugas, bahkan untuk mengetahui di mana siswa itu sudah mengerjakan pekerjaannya, tugas-tugasnya. Misalnya dari 10 pekerjaan dia udah kelar 5. Nah, gurunya bisa ngecek nih, oh dari 10 udah kelar 5. Nah, si gurunya juga bisa tahu si murid ini berapa banyak salahnya, berapa banyak benarnya, dan kesulitannya di mana. Jadi digital learning itu untuk melengkapi, bukan untuk menggantikan pendidikan konvensional. Karena untuk benar-benar memahami sesuatu, interaksi antar kedua belah pihak, baik pengajar dan murid, tetap harus dilakukan.
Jawaban yang sangat komprehensif. Anda menekankan bahwa pembelajaran digital adalah pelengkap yang mendukung pembelajaran tatap muka. Sekarang, mari kita lanjut ke pertanyaan berikutnya. You mentioned that one of your weaknesses is having a strong attachment to results, which can lead to internal turmoil. How do you ensure that this doesn't affect your decision-making or your ability to lead a team under pressure?
It is apparent that I have an strong internal locus of control. So when I receive a certain level of failure or maybe outright failure, I will credit it into my own ability and to my own power. So it's quite natural for me to feel bad about the things that I've decided on or the thing that I act on. The only way for me to ensure that my decision and my movement and my act is not hampered by this weakness is whenever I make a decision, I try to understand the possibilities, the status quo, the variables, and the possible scenarios based on the decision that I'm going to make. Therefore, my logical thought is that there are no good decision, but there is only a good trade-off. Especially in business, there are only good trade-off or bad trade-off. Thus, when I make a decision and when I lead the people, the team, I try to make sure that they understand my thought processes and then my possible scenarios, and finally the trade-off that we're going to get. Because there is no decision without consequences.
That's a well-thought-out approach. By considering trade-offs and involving your team in the decision-making process, you're mitigating the impact of potential failures and ensuring everyone understands the rationale. Let's continue with another question. Anda menyebutkan bahwa Anda pernah harus mem-PHK 90% karyawan saat pandemi. Bagaimana pengalaman sulit ini membentuk gaya kepemimpinan Anda dan apa yang Anda pelajari untuk menghadapi situasi serupa di masa depan?
Baik, pengalaman itu adalah yang terburuk dalam dunia profesional yang pernah saya alamin. Apa yang saya pelajari dari pengalaman itu adalah untuk menjalankan sebuah bisnis, pemimpin harus berani mengambil keputusan yang tidak populer dan mengambil keputusan yang bahkan tidak disukai sama orang-orang. Tapi itu harus dilakukan, kalau tidak perusahaannya bisa tutup. Dan itu adalah hasil atau output atau outcome yang lebih buruk dibanding melakukan PHK contohnya. Untuk saya pribadi, pengalaman itu membuat saya menjadi lebih rasional dalam mengambil keputusan, dan pada saat ada momen-momen tertentu untuk memilih sesuatu, saya akan kembali dulu untuk mengetahui pro dan kontranya, serta variabel-variabel yang mungkin terjadi, dan terakhir trade-off-nya. Karena tidak ada keputusan tanpa akibat, tanpa kekurangan. Karena setiap keputusan itu ada pro dan kontra, jadi saya akan memilih kontra mana yang paling bisa ditolerir. Karena kontra atau negativitas atau konsekuensi di akhir itu pasti akan selalu ada.
Pengalaman tersebut memang membentuk ketegasan dan rasionalitas dalam kepemimpinan. Itu menunjukkan bahwa Anda mampu menghadapi situasi sulit dengan kepala dingin. Baik, kita lanjut ke pertanyaan berikutnya. You have a diverse background from psychology to product management and entrepreneurship. Some might question whether this broad range of experience makes you a generalist rather than a specialist. How do you address concerns that you might lack the deep expertise required for a highly specialized role?
It is correct that I have diverse role, but if we see the silver lining of all the roles that I took as a consultant, project, product, and HR, and go to market, it really comes back to the level of strategic thinking, which all executives needs, because all executives, that the one who makes decision, needs to have a high level of strategic thinking. The very reason why I decided to have a diverse role is to take various levels of experience and various opportunities to be exposed with practical pain and understanding. Thus, even in specialized aspect or specialized roles, I have a certain edge, which is whenever I make a decision, I know the trade off, and then I can look at the bigger picture because I already taken various roles. So in a specialized position, when I make a decision, like for example, as a go-to-market specialist, my decision will be based on the on considering our own power, our marketing team, our product development, and finally our ability to deliver promises. So again, in a specialized role, my strongest edge is that I am able to see a bigger picture.
That's a great perspective. Your diverse experience indeed gives you a holistic view, allowing you to make informed decisions that consider multiple angles. That's definitely a valuable asset in any specialized role. Let's move on. Anda menyebutkan bahwa Anda ingin membangun ekosistem kewirausahaan di Indonesia melalui pendidikan bisnis yang terjangkau. Bagaimana Anda berencana mengatasi tantangan terbesar seperti akses internet yang tidak merata dan kurangnya minat masyarakat terhadap kewirausahaan?
Baik, tantangan itu akan dihadapin dengan cara menyebarkan lingkungan kewirausahaan kepada lingkungan yang saya miliki sekarang. Artinya, pada saat saya setelah selesai mempelajari ilmu S2 ini, saya akan bawa pulang dan menyebarkannya dulu kepada ring satu saya, ke teman-teman saya, kenalan saya, ke orang-orang yang sudah menonton YouTube channel saya, Senior Nama Hipotesa, ke orang-orang yang ada di komunitas WF Cuan. Jadi mereka dulu yang saya berikan pengetahuan ini. Mereka dulu yang saya berikan pengalaman ini. Nah, dari situ pelan-pelan akan terbentuk kumpulan konten, kumpulan artikel, baik dalam bentuk tulisan, audio, maupun video, dan pelan-pelan akan disebarkan secara luas. Dan itu akan pertama kali diberikan secara gratis supaya orang-orang kumpul dulu di dalam komunitasnya. Nah, untuk mengakses orang-orang yang memiliki daya internet yang kurang kuat dan daya minat yang kurang kuat, dengan masuk ke komunitas offline. Jadi misalnya pergi ke Jogja, dan ada komunitas Jogjapreneur, Digitalpreneur Jogja, WFC Jogja, masuk dulu ke komunitas yang mereka membawa konten-konten saya. Mereka konsumsi dulu secara gratis, nanti pelan-pelan dari situ mereka akan bantu untuk sebarin. Karena tujuannya bukan komersil di awal-awal, tujuannya untuk menyebarkan dulu pola pikir dan ide bahwa kita semua itu bisa membuat usaha secara online. Dengan masuk ke dalam komunitas itu, dengan membuat berbagai macam acara dan kegiatan seperti seminar, gathering, networking kepada orang-orang di luar sana, akhirnya kita bisa melengkapi dua langkah. Pertama, secara online kita bisa bikin kontennya banyak, dan secara offline kita bisa menyentuh langsung kepada orang-orang yang minatnya kurang dan atau akses internetnya kurang. Sehingga langkah tersebut lengkap secara online maupun offline, O2O approach.
Pendekatan O2O tersebut sangat strategis. Dengan memanfaatkan komunitas yang sudah ada dan mengkombinasikan pendekatan online dan offline, Anda dapat menjangkau audiens yang lebih luas dan beragam. Ini juga menunjukkan fleksibilitas Anda dalam menghadapi berbagai tantangan. Mari kita lanjut. Your application states that you want to contribute to Indonesia's economic development by fostering entrepreneurship. How do you plan to measure the impact of your initiatives, and what specific milestones do you aim to achieve in the first 5 years?
All right. So as my first goal is repackaging all the knowledge and all the learning experiences that I received in the study, based on the formal learning and informal learning, and also create a database of the people that I network with when I study, and then try to spread all of those things into my first circle, to my friends, to my family, to the community that I am in, to the small medium enterprises that I'm connected to right now. So to the closest people to the matter, and then slowly spread out to other cities, like for example to Bandung, to Jogja, using the approach of using offline seminars, networking sessions, gatherings, and maybe do lots of free webinars for people to have access to, and then create and invite lots of experts and practitioners to create their own content, which I can distribute it to the other people. So not only me in the second year, but also experts and people who already receive tons of experience in their life, and then spread out the words to lots and lots and lots of people. And then when there are people who are going to create a business, they can connect with the people within the community. Like for example, someone who want to make PT Perseroan Terbatas, they can ask maybe a notary within the group, hey, can I make a PT? And they will receive good price, of course, because they're within the community and they're friends. And then it slowly, in the third, fourth, and fifth years, it will be a national movement where people can have a safe space to learn about business, to test their ideas, to test their products, to test their awareness, maybe to even create content, and then people can give likes, comments, and shares for free. So it's all in one place for people to study and to practice what they study. Thus, entrepreneurship will comes to fruition not by force, but by a slow yet sure manner that teach people to learn about business, and then the fear of loss, the fear of risk goes down. Then we can create a very healthy entrepreneurial hub.
It sounds like a comprehensive plan that evolves over time. By starting small and leveraging existing networks, you're creating a solid foundation. As the community grows, you can measure impact through engagement, the number of businesses launched, and their success rates. This gradual approach not only builds trust, but also reduces perceived risks, making entrepreneurship more accessible. Great job handling these tough questions. This kind of preparation will definitely help you shine in the final interview.
Got it. So I assume that the session of this mock-up interview is finished.
Yes, we can wrap it up here. You did great. If you need any more practice or have any other questions, just let me know.
Got it. Can you provide feedback, scoring system, justification, rationale? What I did good and great, overall score, everything that I might not be aware of when I answer your question, and I want it to be as detailed as possible because I need to be a better interview and a better person at the end of the day. Can you help me with that?
Absolutely. Let's break it down. Overall score 8.5 out of 10. Clarity and structure. Your answers were well structured and clear. You provided context, examples, and logical reasoning. This shows strong communication skills. Self awareness. You demonstrated good self awareness by acknowledging your weaknesses and explaining how you manage them. This is crucial for building trust with the interviewer. Strategic thinking. Your ability to connect different experiences into a cohesive narrative shows strong strategic thinking. You highlighted how your diverse background gives you a unique advantage. Strategy. You effectively address the balance between digital and traditional learning and how you plan to overcome challenges in fostering entrepreneurship. This shows you're adaptable and practical. Areas for improvement. While your answers were detailed, some could be more concise. Interviewers often appreciate succinct answers that directly address the question. Examples and metrics. Including specific examples or metrics when talking about your achievements can strengthen your responses. For example, mentioning how many teachers used your content or the growth metrics of your community can add credibility. Handling criticism. When addressing critical questions, it's important to acknowledge the concern before explaining your perspective. This shows empathy and understanding of different viewpoints. Justification and rationale. You scored highly because you showed a deep understanding of your goals and how you plan to achieve them. Your strategic approach and self-awareness are clear strengths. Areas to improve are mainly about refining your answers to be more concise and including concrete examples or metrics to back up your statements. With these adjustments, you'll be even more compelling in your final interview. Keep practicing and you'll do great.
Got it. So I think we can wrap up this session. Again, I want to say thank you for this. I've recorded our session so I can upload it on the YouTube channel and everyone can watch it. The very reason why I do that is because I want to make myself accountable. If I do get accepted by LPDP, these recording sessions will be a proof that this is my plan, this is what I want to do, this is my accountability. And then when I go back or when I finish the study, I need to make the things that I speak about in this interview into reality. I hope you're okay with that when I upload this on the YouTube channel.
That's a fantastic idea. Sharing your journey and making yourself accountable can be really motivating, both for you and for others watching. I'm absolutely okay with that. Good luck with everything, and I'm here if you need any more help or practice.
Got it. Thank you so much. Goodbye.